biggest obstacle to peace in the world is, of course, the U.S. government, which is far and away the biggest purveyor of violence in the world. Um, that's at the violence that's more generally people consider violence. I mean, in terms of dropping bombs on people or eliciting conflict that leads to people being killed or blown up or whatever. But I think at the more structural level, it's a question of a gross inequity in our society, where a small few have overwhelming say over the lives of the majority of the world, and that to me has to be part of the conception. If we're talking about peace, there has to be sort of a justice, maybe, if you want, element to sort of understanding that, because I think that there's a liberal understanding of peace that is too limited, and it sort of presupposes a certain empowerment that doesn't necessarily, not everyone necessarily has. But I think no doubt the U.S. government, and obviously as a Canadian I'm most particularly concerned with how Canada is tied into that, but the sort of U.S. empire's role in violence around the world, enforcing and meting out violence, and that sort of the economic inequities and the that are often tied in with that, with the U.S. government